Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel and more SPQR coverage here with the revised edition. So we are taking a look at the changes to armor for you guys today. So strap on in here and we will take a look and see what has changed, what has remained the same. So by and large, let's run through the stats here. So animal skin is still the same, no move penalty or anything else, and just providing +1 armor. The arrow apron is not listed here anymore, but that's mentioned, I think, in specific upgrades for those troops that do get it. So we'll cover that separately when we review those factions. The buckler still provides no extra actual armor and consequently no movement penalty as well. Chainmail still a -1 to move and provides +3 armor. The cuirass is still -2 and +3. The helmet still is 0 and +1 there. The large shield, same thing there. Leather armor, no movement penalty and +1. Line of Thorax is still a -1 and +2. Lorica is still 0 and then +3. Scale is 0 +2, and small shields are just no movement and a blank there on armor bonuses. So the main thing that has changed, guys, is basically the way shields work because of the parry mechanic changing. So it just makes sense to really focus on those for us. So again, we've kind of reviewed that already with the weapons, especially like the sword, for example. Again, the parry mechanic is gone, so in general, far fewer dice are being rolled in this edition, and consequently, with no more parry, significantly fewer rerolls, just to speed up gameplay and things like that. So, but the abilities and effects of shields have basically been provided in a different way for us now. So the buckler, starting with the smallest one here, basically, so a buckler now, a model with a buckler can reroll any armor check result of a 1 during melee only. So whereas before, again, the buckler just provided parry, 1 parry against close combat only. So here it's overall just better. Just giving you a straight up armor reroll, which is great. But again, only if you rolled ones, basically. But does make that fairly useful there. So moving on to the small shield, kind of go from smallest to largest here. The small shield now, a model with a small shield can reroll any armor check of 1 during melee and shoot. So again, just overall better, still just on the ones. So for units that don't really have good armor, it's not going to be that significant, but it does, buying a reroll on a 1 is pretty good. But for heavier armed units or heavier armored units that do also have a small shield, let's say you're saving on like a 4-up or something. So then, a 1, 2, or 3 fails, but being able to reroll on a 1 is still pretty good then. And then finally, the large shield, which is really good now. So basically, a large model with a large shield can reroll any failed armor check during melee and shoot actions. However, as before, if a unit with large shields flees from combat, it must take a bravery check, and if it fails that, and a separate bravery check, and if it fails that, it will drop and lose the use of the shields for the rest of the battle. So in that sense, the buckler and small shields are pretty interesting there because the troops won't ever drop them because they're also just lighter to carry and all that. But something you do want to keep in mind when you do lose some combats with units in large shields. So certainly worth trying to enhance ways of basically giving troops leadership, bravery buffs and stuff like that. But basically, the large shield is still going to be overall the most useful one. But again, just parry is gone here, so the big thing to focus on is just the fact that you're getting armor rerolls now in certain situations. So again, the buckler is just a 1 during melee only. It's not really designed to stop incoming missiles. The small shield will help you out with combat and missiles, but again, only on rolls of 1. And then the large shield will basically let you reroll any fails. So again, large shield is really going to be really good now, especially again tankier units. So like again, just think of like my go-to example. There's of course like a Roman legionary unit, usually going to be pretty damn good with armor, but other units that you might buff up pretty heavily as well with whether it's chain, a cuirass, or something like that. Generally also come in with a large shield, or at least has the option to buy a large shield. So if you're saving on 3-up with a reroll, that's going to be very tanky from now on, basically. So So whether this is better as far as just survivability compared to the parry before, we'll have to get we'll have to figure that out with some actual gameplay. But I do like just the ability to have the armor rerolls. I think, and just in general, at least speeding up gameplay if nothing else. So again, instead of having to roll buckets and buckets of dice and then re-roll them with all the parries going on from the first edition, I think this will just be an overall significant upgrade there. But let us know, guys, your thoughts on that. What you think about the changes there. Again, pretty much everything has stayed the same except just the way shields work. So let us know in the comments, guys, what your thoughts are there. And how you sort of foresee that affecting your units. Again, we're still working through our series here of faction reviews, so definitely check those out. We also did review weapons previous to this, so check that video out as well. And then we'll be getting into other special rules and, of course, revisiting the talents and all that stuff as well, guys. So stay tuned for more SPQR coverage. Hit us up with a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. That definitely helps keep the channel growing. And also, if you guys want to support us a little bit more, check out the link in the description there. If you guys ever to Warlord from there and pick anything up, that helps support us as well. And we appreciate everybody that's been doing that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.